you go.
This is Robert Dennis Wilson. I'm from North Florida, traveling to Central Florida at the moment.
Okay, Robert, you're in on a specific portion of our show right now. When we have a lot of callers, we do what we call the speed round. You have a form for us tonight, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so Barbara's going to go first. Kane Spade is going to go second. Sarah Young Hope is going to go third. And you're going to go fourth. Okay?
That's fine.
Okay, and everything is non-stop. No introductions, no explanations or anything. Let's go to this last caller in New York, right up under Florida. In New York, you are on the air live. Welcome to the Voices Behind the Pen. State your name and where in New York you're calling from.
Hi, Haven Verse.
Haven Verse.
Yes, hi. And I'm calling from New York.
What's going on?
How are you?
I believe we have 2 virgins or 3 on Poet Radio for the first time. Well, listen, this is the speed round. I want you to follow the flow because you're going to be rearing it up. You're going to be the 5th one to come in on the speed round, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so we got Barbara, we got Kane Spade, we got Sarah Young Honey, we got Florida, and then we got New York. Guys, let's get it in. Speed round. Barbara, let's go.
In Sierra Leone, it is said that the soil shimmers in crimson hues reflecting the blood of the slaughtered when the sun rises. Bones, disintegrated into pebbles and stones, decayed stench winds carrying lost souls of the innocent. Dreams drowned in muddy ditches and shallow creeks for the pursuit of the most precious stone, diamonds. Legitimized rebels, the RUF, invaded and viciously attacked villages and towns, burning homes to the ground, some still with whole families trapped inside. Fathers stripped of their pride and strength as the cowards broke their will to resist with closed fists and rifle whippings. An impatient machete served as the executioner for some and the maim for others, left to drown in their own anguish and smother themselves in their own blood, only to be further tortured and beaten for the pleasure at the expense of their once countrymen and brethren, making cruelty a leisure sport to which they were creating the rules and only one. The sons, given the option of death or to bring death, kill or to be killed, children becoming warmongers and ruthless foot soldiers at the age where flag football, basketball, playground games, dirt bikes should have been their life, but instead there was bloodshed till moonlight. Innocent and hesitation gave way to insanity as they served coke by night, killing orders by breakfast, deemed heroic body snatchers for heinous acts of POWs, appointed lieutenants and generals during puberty in a war that could never respect or protect them, brainwashed free of their childhood memories like love and families, all buried with their humanity in a grave of terror. Mothers of the earth treated like dirt and forced to become whores for every soldier of war, penetrating her core with no warmth, just ravage, contaminating her soil and spoiling her fruit rotten, love forgotten, passed around like time for endless suffering with no savior or favor of cleaning her up. No, but they fucked her up, stole her reason to live and belief in prayers as they violated her in groups, quickly, quietly. She begged for them to just slay her. Daughters at the age of 9 being penetrated from behind as they were made to carry their future seeds of their army. No white picket fence were made, just turned them into tricks as they served as pimps old enough to be their fathers, treated as mules with their backs as saddles and made to carry supplies for miles, robbed of their smiles and vacant were their eyes, giggles and laughs transferred to screams and stolen virginity. They were supposed to be playing with dolls, tea parties, dress up and baking things, a beautiful king in the making awaiting her king. But that day didn't come for many. 10 years of government officials and ward leaders turning more blind eyes than mice, yet wept for Jesus as television and photos and survival stories depicted diamonds as the culprit. More bloodshed, more diamonds. More bloodshed, more diamonds. More bloodshed, more diamonds. As the UN and the benefactors who posed as peace leaders watched the extension of the people of Sierra Leone and Angola, turning Nubian kings into captors, our daughters and sons into martyrs, while our mothers and fathers continued to be slaughtered and maimed. The dreams of our voters severed just before election. Some were blinded with fears, others with proof. With this RUF made adults, teens, children, and infants amputees by the thousands. Greed in the world paved on the roads of madness and deprived justice. The expense to turn a quick buck, pushing blood trapped in stones and calling it diamonds, more like rubies with the knowledge when it becomes clear sight and I can see. You calling these stones flawless is a fucking joke to me. Let me bring some truth to your reality. Diamond bezel watches, you rocking more like baby teeth. Swag hella tight, right, with that blinged out noose swinging lower than a chariot and that studded Jesus piece. There's no peace in that piece, just chaos, and you're covered in this blood. And let's not forget, diamonds are a girl's best friend. So marvel and boast at how your pretty ring finger becomes the home for lost souls and those enslaved. Now tell me, is it worth the price paid? Blood.
I never knew I had it, though it wasn't too late. Guess I finally saw it. The hands of fate demonstrate a poet's nature. No, I need no wooden stage. Trigger a poetic flow with anger, hate, joy, inspire, pain and death, insanity, disarray, delusion, love and loss, rage, hard to forget, war zone cinematic, a description of a poem reciting. Turn your ears up. What I need a mic for is what the vocals are for. Thinking now this the first time I use my speech this way. Thinking how back in time poets didn't have technology like today. Labels and titles wasn't branded like today. Hundreds of thousands languages only we knew what everybody had to say. Unlimited styles recited on a metaphorical and spiritual level. Lessons in history of poets in the past. Disasters and chaos, deceit and betrayal. Empires built up and crumbled and destroyed. All scripted in a poet's piece. A vision of the world and constant change. And create bright many stories, countless names. I don't know if the aim was always fame. Just an urge to get your piece out there so the many who read will remember your name.
I ran into a stranger as he passed by. "Excuse me, please," was my reply. He said, "Excuse me, too. Wasn't even watching for you." Very polite, the stranger and I. We went our separate ways. We said goodbye. At home, a different story is told, how we treat our loved ones, young and old. Later that day, while cooking the evening meal, my daughter stood beside me, very still. When I turned, I nearly knocked her down. "Move out of the way," I said with a frown. She walked away. Her little heart was broken. I didn't realize how harshly I'd spoken. As I lay awake in bed, God's still calm voice came to me and said, "While dealing with a stranger, common courtesy you use, but the children you love you seem to abuse. Look there, the flowers she brought for you. She picked them herself, pink, yellow, and blue. She stood there quietly, not to spoil a surprise. You never saw the tears in her eyes. By this time I felt very small, and then the tears began to fall. I quietly went and knelt by her bed. 'Wake up, little girl, wake up,' I said. 'Are these the flowers you picked for me?' She smiled. 'I found them out by the tree. I picked them because they're pretty like you. I knew you'd like them, especially the blue.' I said, 'Daughter, I'm sorry for the way I acted today. I shouldn't have yelled at you that way.' She said, 'Mommy, that's okay. I love you anyway.' I said, 'Daughter, I love you too, and I do like the flowers, especially the blue. Are you aware that if you die today, the company are you working for could easily replace you within a matter of days? But the family you left behind will feel the loss for the rest of their lives. We pour our lives more into our work than into our family. An unwise investment indeed. Fill life with love and bravery, and you shall live a life uncommon.'"
What can be said now but that there were words and pain, and I can wish them never said, nor ever said again. But like the grape juice spilt, we still can see the stain. Like nails removed, the scar's still there, the empty holes remain. A fire rage swept through our home and touched a treasured thing. And as we sift through ashen hearts, we fall to sorrowing. The I was wrongs we both have thought so far have brought no peace. It seems a barrier of hurt remains that simply will not cease. But how I long to see your smile and hear your laugh once more. And I would do most anything your favor to restore. Too precious were the tears you shed for me to find their cost. Too precious is this wasted time while fellowship is lost. Your arms can take away those scars. Your lips remove the stain. Your smile restore the ashen marks. Forgive me. Let us be one again.
Regale me with your backstroke. You see me upside down, which is right side to you. I see through to your heart, no shade. Maybe a rear view to all that have mistreated you, leaving me digging you like a grave. You stepped out of the shadows, front and center. You got my attention. You're on. So put on to show how magnificent and transcendent your aura glows. Gone too soon. Only that man in our moon knows the orbits around my earth. You go first. Let's rehearse. Scene 2. I sit still for you. Hammock attached to the sky for two. The unknown is the history. What will we do?
It's just something about you I didn't plan to feel this way, but somewhere along the line I was thrown off track. It's like I'm losing what it is I feel for you, and forgive me when I say at times I wish I can take it all back. Because it wasn't supposed to be like this. I wasn't supposed to feel this way. And at times I wish I can take this thing back to a time where we just couldn't run away. We had to steal away to a place where no one could find us. And it's been a long time since I've given someone this kind of trust. And to be half crazy, for me, I must. But this love is everlasting from the day that I met you until the day, babe, Blaq Ice turns back to dust. Sometimes I wonder if you could hear me when I call you. Sometimes I wonder if you could pick up on these thoughts. Can't you feel this fire that I have burning inside for you? Can't you see that I feel so alive when I'm with you? And when we talk, I have to control my cup from running over because you give me so much to say. See, baby, you're my ray of light and my hope. You allow me to see things so clear in my life, and you give me the reason to look forward to seeing another day. But without you, I'm like a blind man reaching up to find his way. Tell me, is this dream a reality, or is this reality a dream? I don't know, but these nightmares, I just wish they would go away. And this double dutch has gotten both of us exposed. I can't cover these feelings inside. I can't hide. It's like I'm naked. To want to be with you but couldn't, and to want to talk to you but shouldn't, has got me to the point where I damn near just can't take it. And this day, out of all days, when I need you, when I need your spirit, because you always seem to know what I need to hear, and when Blaq Ice needs to hear it. And this is why at times I can't wait to get you alone. No interruptions, no TVs, no phones, just you and me and the sounds of your moans. No reason to leave, no curfews or time to be back at home, and it's on. But instead we both settled to be away from one another. Although we recognize the fact that we're more than just friends and we're more than just lovers, and maybe, baby, this is why my heart suffers. Because when you're away from me, you take the heart that I gave you, and I know you love me, I don't doubt you, but I just can't bear to stay another day away from you or another day without you. That's the piece. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the voices behind the pen. You've just heard the speed round. 6 phenomenal poets, 6 phenomenal poems in the building. We had Barbara in the building. We had Infinity the poet, and Infinite the poet in the building. We had Kane Spade in the building. We had Sarah Young Hope making her debut tonight in the building. Open up that Florida call for me, please, because I got to know this brother's name and the New York caller as well. I want them to tell me their names one more time.